Hey, I'm Kayla.
And I'm Stephanie, and this is the Chaos Chronicles.
Life's messy, weird, and totally unpredictable.
And we are here to talk about all of it. No filters, no fake perfect lives, just pure,
Unhinged, glorious chaos. So grab a drink.
And let's dive right in.
Look, sticking things in my mouth gets me in trouble.
Yes, it does. We have had this conversation. You're not supposed to stick things in your mouth.
Especially if it's hot food right off the
Right
the
off
grill.
the grill. Yes. I mean, that's where my mind was going to. Well, no, or
Same.
the elotes, like small bites on those. Don't take them directly off the grill. Let it cool. You have a problem with this.
I was hungry.
You have problems.
Well, obviously. I wouldn't be here if I didn't.
Right? That's valid.
I don't
In
think
many ways, shapes, and forms.
I don't think we would be friends if I didn't have problems.
What's that say about me?
I'm the problem.
You're the problem, and we all know it.
That's fair. That's fair. I'll admit it, though. All
I'm
right.
perfect in every single way.
Okay, Mary Poppins. It's perfectly perfect in every single way.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right. That is
Me too.
Yep,
So
sure.
am I. You know, I gotta really start having quiet times with from my emails.
I got nothing.
I went 3 days without checking my emails or responding to things, and I had 2 hours worth of email stuff that I had to.
You know, maybe if you went to the library to study, answer your emails, you'll get things done. It's the only way I can study.
I do go to Starbucks, but then I listen to the relationships.
The relationships,
that are starting.
yes. So that doesn't really count. But also, tomorrow's supposed to be 78. You want to go to the pool and work at the pool? Work and study at the pool?
Kind of. Hold on.
What are you doing tomorrow?
Oh, I have to be in Falls Church at
When?
10:30.
That's gross.
Yeah. And then it's not till 7. But yeah, at 10:30 I have to be in Falls Church, and then I have to come back in time to pick up Mace from school, because God forbid he go to his dad's house.
I know, right?
Poor child.
What about Thursday? It's supposed to be 81.
Thursday, as of now, I am free until 3.
That sounds like a great pool day to study by.
Sounds good. Yeah, we'll get work done by the pool. I like that. I like this idea.
Pool work day. Daycare. That's what my phone auto-corrected.
Yes, Kayla's going to daycare.
Pool work daycare. Done. It's in the books.
You know, we totally squirreled off subject again.
Yes. Well, we can't even. We just gotta. We were talking about you shoving things directly into your mouth. So. Where's. I said we weren't going to use these today, but clearly.
What's that one? Needing therapy, obviously. I'm like, oh, which one? No,
Right.
remember we were supposed to figure out whether I need Adderall or not.
Yes. All right. So we're just going to go with it. Today's episode is called Unhinged. No, that's not. Undiagnosed, but I have theories.
So does TikTok. According to TikTok, I have ADHD.
I have been saying this for basically the whole time I have known you.
But I've been tested. Okay,
But here's the thing. I think you're a high-functioning ADHDer, and that you have probably built and changed yourself to be able to accommodate your ADHD, which is what happened. I did.
so I'm a super user.
You're a super user on ADHD. No, but that is why my doctor has said when I go on ADHD medicine, I get very sleepy and tired, and I can't function at what I consider a normal level, but apparently is way up higher, is because I have kind of built my life to accommodate my ADHD. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I wear a mask of faking the ADHD.
Fake it till you make it.
So
I don't disagree with that.
I have the Mental Health Association of America's
That's a DSM-5 book.
ADHD test for you.
For the record, I have been tested several times. Most recently was probably 2 years ago, a year and a half ago. Whenever, what's his name and I split.
A year ago?
And yeah, a little more than a year ago.
Mhm.
Yeah. Anyway,
But here's the
because
thing.
I
Are
thought
you
I did.
answering these questions based on how your life is now or how, because you also wear masks to like help you function. Like I'm sure if I were to go through the testing now as an adult, as my like numerous years of being ADHD and overcoming it, or like I don't know, I probably wouldn't test positive, but we all know I have ADHD.
All my coworkers, they all think I do too.
Yeah, so
But
I think
yeah,
if
no, I was
multiple
even
people
tested-
are telling you,
I was even tested as a kid a few times. Like I'm not kidding when I said I've been tested multiple times.
okay, well,
My doctor seems to think that right now my issues are because my cortisol levels are still through the roof.
your
And
your
it's-
doctor or your fake doctor?
My doctor.
Your real doctor.
My real doctor, not
Okay.
the wannabe primary care.
Not the wannabe who's all up in your business. All right.
Okay.
Question 1.
Okay.
This one I think you're going to say, well,
You can't
hold on,
guess
hold on.
for me.
No. I think you're going to say you rarely do this, but if we rewind about 4 minutes, it's going to show that is false.
Okay,
right.
what is it?
How often do you have trouble? Okay, your answers you can say are never, rarely, sometimes, often, very often.
Okay.
Okay, so we're on a scale.
Feels like those tests at work.
Yes. How often do you have trouble wrapping up the final details of a project once the challenging parts have been done?
Once the challenging parts have been done?
Mhm.
It really depends. Do I have a deadline?
No.
I don't have a deadline?
No deadline. Because
gonna say sometimes.
ADHDers process really well under deadlines. Because we're like, bam, done.
I'm going to say
Okay.
sometimes only because once I start something, like I have to finish it. Otherwise, I'm like, oh my God, this is going to irritate me.
I think that's your OCD kicking in. Your
Probably.
OCD is taking over your ADHD.
You know, I don't mind that.
It
There are
it
worse
balances.
habits to have.
Yeah, as long as, they balance each other out. How often do you have difficulty getting things in order when you have to do a task that requires organization?
Oh, not very often.
Would you say rarely or never?
Rarely.
Okay.
Because it's there, but not often.
I do feel like I'm really good at organizing things once I'm like, all right, bam, this is the task I'm going to do.
It's got to be
Organize,
done.
done. I feel like I'm pretty good at that. But I also feel like if you had asked me that question years ago before I became
Aware.
functioning.
Self-aware.
All right. How often do you have problems remembering appointments or obligations if it's not written down in your phone?
Oh, dude, if it's not written down, sometimes.
How many times did you text me being like, are we meeting at 4:00 today?
Well,
and that
because-
was written.
Well, and here's the thing, like if I have a shit ton of things that need to be done and there's like appointments back to back to back to back to back, I'm like, crap, what time did I tell her?
Sure.
In that sense, yes. But if it's like an open day, I'm just like, 4:00.
All right. When you have a task that requires a lot of thought, how often do you avoid or delay getting started?
Sometimes. Yeah. It's where I've been.
This is my problem. How often do you fidget or squirm with your hands or feet when you have to sit down for a long time?
Oh, constantly.
I was like, I'm
I get
literally like moving
I'm tapping my
feet
foot.
right now.
I twirl my hair constantly.
Yes, constantly. Okay. How often do you feel overly active and compelled to do things like you are driven by a motor?
Oh my God, all the fucking time. Like I am constantly on the go.
This is the one that really gets me all the time. How often do you make careless mistakes when you have to work on a boring or difficult project?
Oh, never.
You don't feel like you ever make mistakes if it's like really boring and you're just like, I just want to get this done. That's like half of my health streams.
No.
That's why I have to redo the stupid tests half the time because I'm like, oh my God, I'm not paying any attention. Just get this done. And then I'm like, well, that was dumb when I actually read the
No, because
question.
then I like hyperfixate on it and I'm just like, nope.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
On the boring ones. Things that I'm interested in, bam, done. I got you. But like the boring things.
You're like, you might want to reread that.
Mhm.
I think I screw things up more when I'm in a hurry.
Yeah, it's because it's boring. How often do you have difficulty keeping your attention when you are doing boring or repetitive work? She says as she's typing on her Instagram.
I was
page.
texting Jason back
Okay,
because he
sure,
was
sure.
asking where we were go. Oh wait,
I already answered.
okay.
See?
I haven't. I've
So
been doing
very
interviews.
often.
I have been doing interviews. Thank you very much. I've been in meetings. I did not catch up with all the group chats.
That you only spend an hour on a day. That's what you said last time.
Oh no, today was definitely like a hardcore social media day.
Yeah, I know. I saw. Back on track. Stop distracting us. That could be a whole different post. Distracting. Number 1. All right. How often do you have difficulty keeping your attention when you're doing boring or repetitive work?
Boring and repetitive. I don't. I just try to power through it. If there's a bunch of things that I'm like, ooh, I got to do this. I got to do that. Ooh, that one sounds interesting. Let's go do that. Then I get the zoomies.
Yeah. When
it's
if
boring,
there's something better to be doing, but you have to do boring work.
I'd rather do the other thing.
Well, yeah, we'd rather do the other and interesting thing versus the boring thing.
But if the boring thing has to get done, I'll do the boring thing because I know it needs to be done. Like today, I could have filmed content all freaking day, but instead I washed my dishes.
That's really gross. Why don't you just stick them in a dishwasher like a normal
Well,
human?
I did put them in the dishwasher.
And then push the button.
It's on a 4-hour delay right now. It should start any minute.
Okay. How often do you have difficulty concentrating what people say to you, even when they are speaking directly to you?
Not very.
I'm gonna put you down for rarely on that one.
Yeah, I don't.
There's definitely times where I'm like, you could be talking directly to me, but if something else is going on nearby, I try really hard.
Depends. Is somebody about to code over there in the corner?
No, nobody.
Or like,
It is not life-threatening situations. Nobody's about to code.
Is there an interesting conversation going on?
Probably. You don't know unless you listen to the other conversation to see if it was interesting.
But
Forget
see,
what I'm saying.
To make your life entertaining, also, I'd be like, shh, we're listening.
Yes, that's true. How often do you misplace or have difficulty finding things at work or home?
No, rarely.
Oh my God, all the time.
No, I know
If
exactly where it is.
I put something in some place and then I'm like, I'm gonna clean and move it, the thing is lost
gone.
forever.
No, I know where I put things.
I need your memory. All right. Maybe I just have all the ADHD and you have just slight ADHD.
I'm like,
How often are you distracted by activity or noise around you?
Sometimes.
I definitely think you're going to go more often on that one, not sometimes.
Sometimes I do. I flat out like, ooh, squirrel.
How-
But today, like, I got all my
feel
shit
like
done.
anybody can look at our podcast and be like, they come in with good intents on a topic and then are very easily distracted by
Because
One-
you change
one
the
another-
subject and then I go down that. I do it too.
I was like, do not just blame this on me. No way.
All right, I do it too.
All right. How often do you leave your seat in meetings or other situations where you're expected to remain seated?
Never.
Never. All right. I don't either.
Yeah.
Never.
Unless I have to pee, but that's a different
That's
story.
a whole different story.
Yeah. That
How,
doesn't count.
how often do you feel restless or fidgety?
I'm always fucking fidgety.
Very often. How often do you have difficulty unwinding and relaxing when you have time to yourself?
When I actually have time to myself,
Mm-hmm.
I can do that no problem. I just lay on the couch.
I feel like,
Get the puppers with me.
especially if it's been like a day of, if it's been like a day of like stuff had to get done and then be like, bam.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll be like, no, I have no difficulty with that. But if it's like things where I'm like thinking in my head, I have things to do, but also like I need time for me, then I have trouble. Like
That, in
relaxing
that
on
sense, yes, because I know that there's things that need to be done.
I'm gonna put rarely, just for those weird cases.
The weird off.
Yes.
Okay.
You know, because as they say in my NP stuff, it is never absolute. You are never on something. You never tell somebody never, because something weird will happen. And so,
Fair. It's fair.
how often do you find yourself talking too much when you are in social situations?
Apparently, I'm quiet.
That's a lie. I don't know what drugs you guys were on that day, but
Apparently, I'm quiet.
I think maybe there's some issues to talk about on that one. I'm gonna say. I feel like this is a weird question because
I kind of read the room.
yeah, and
Like, if
as a person who does what you do,
I have to talk.
You have to talk, and you have to be super social.
So, well, and here's the thing. And in that sense, I read the room. But, like, if I'm at home by myself, I am perfectly content sitting in the quiet. If I am,
I
like...
talk to my dog a lot.
Well, the girls, and they don't... Like, I have to tell them, be like, girls, stop barking. In that sense, like, it's different. But, like, if I'm just...
Yeah, but it says
Just
when you're
chilling?
in a social situation.
Oh, social situation? I read the room. If nobody's talking, I don't talk.
All right. So if it was like you, me, Jason, Brenna,
Are we drunk?
probably.
Oh, then we're all fucking bullshitting.
But of the four of us, it's literally going to go Brenna's the quietest.
Mm-hmm.
Usually then Jason,
Mm-hmm.
me, and you as the most talkative. But I feel like Jason and I can be interchangeable depending on our...
Has he had gummies?
Depending on where we are at on our, like,
Yeah.
social battery being...
Well, that's fair. I can
Whereas-
always have a social battery when I'm in a social situation. Like, if I'm out and about, then yes, I can fake it all night long, all day
But
long.
I feel like saying talking too much, like, I don't feel like you over talk.
I try not to.
I'm gonna put sometimes.
She's putting the answers for me.
Because as a person who, like, spends a lot of time with you, I feel like I probably see things in a different perspective than you. Just like I feel like you see things, you know, in a different perspective than how I see things. Which is why we're great friends. When you're in a conversation, how often do you find yourself finishing the sentences of the people you're talking to before they can even finish them themselves? It doesn't
Sometimes.
count with me.
Oh,
Because we just finish each other's sentences all the time.
all the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes. I've gotten really good about that, though, because sometimes I'm like, ooh, I probably should have waited.
How often do you finish the conversation or finish their sentences in your head before they even get to
That
there?
wasn't the question. That was not that question.
Because that's very often. Because I just want to be like,
time, I'm like, just
hurry
say
up,
it.
just finish it, get it out, get
Like,
it out.
when Mason's dad and I are talking about stuff, I'm like, can you just finish the talk? Finish talking, because he's such a slow talker. Like, just finish.
Yeah,
In that regard, yes, but
especially if I'm like they're like trying to focus and they're just going on. I'm like, I already know where you're going with this conversation, and something else is going on over here.
yeah.
Just hurry it up so I can go do that. How often do you have difficulty waiting your turn in situations when turn taking is required?
Never. I can sit there and do other things
Yeah.
while I'm waiting in line.
Well, especially now that we have phones to do it. But
Yeah.
I'm thinking back to like being
Before
in
phones?
school. Yeah, before phones and like being in school, and I'd be like,
1, 2, 3, you're off.
oh my god, I just want to go. Like, why?
Yeah.
Especially like the water fountain. Somebody's sitting there drinking forever.
That's what we used to do. 1, 2, 3, you're off.
I'd be like, oh my god, go. All right.
Is this about me or about you?
We all know I already have ADHD. That
That's
has been
fair.
proven many a times
That's
over.
fair. That's fair.
How often do you interrupt others when they are busy?
Oh, I try really hard not to. Rarely.
How often do others interrupt you when you're busy?
Is Mason home?
No.
Because he does it on purpose.
How easily distracted are you when you are busy and there's other outside distractions? That is not an actual question.
Not very.
I need the sign that goes on my back.
Oh, no. I'll turn around and say, hey, give me just a minute so I can finish this.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, it's making me put in other questions.
What do you mean it's making you put in other questions?
It's asking me about other. Oh, let's view results. I'm just gonna skip those.
Likely.
ADHD likely.
But
Told you.
not confirmed.
You have 4 out of 6 for overall. Inattention is 3 out of 9. Good job. Hyperactivity, impulsivity, 4 out of 9.
Well,
I don't know what all those numbers mean. Now I feel like we need to go back and put in. But I feel like these are like kind of dumb. Like,
I think that's just like a general.
let's pull up the DSM-5.
Oh Lord, here we go. I thought that's what that was. I'm not gonna lie.
DSM-5 ADHD. Misdiagnosis Monday.
Today's Tuesday.
Today's Tuesday. All right. Well, I also think, so I was thinking about this too. In the 90s, it was like the thing, everybody got diagnosed as ADHD for like minor
ADD and
minor
ADHD.
thing. Yeah, ADD, ADHD. In the 2000s, it seems like everybody was being diagnosed with autism.
It's because they find a new thing to fixate on.
Was there something for the 80s? Or did this just
AIDS.
Well, that, okay. First off, that is like a concrete thing you can test and be like, blood numbers don't lie on this. Bam. Yes.
Yep, they jumped to a lot of
But I
conclusions
feel
beforehand,
like,
though.
well, yeah, but that was more 70s.
That was definitely the 80s.
70s and 80s. All right. ADHD, inattentive. And then hyperactivity, and then combined. All right, so let's see. Inattentive, distractibility, overlooks details. I also think the OCD kind of fixates on that one. Forgetfulness, loses objects. Have you ever put your keys in the pantry or the fridge because you went to go get a drink?
No. Tried to use my badge to get in my house a few
Well,
times.
yeah,
but-
who hasn't done that? Difficulty regulating attention and focus. There's a reason I have to go to the library to study because I can't study in my house.
In that regard, I will start like cleaning.
Yeah.
I'm like,
See?
I can
Okay.
do this instead.
Definitely. Diagnosed later in life. I'm diagnosing you.
Okay.
Kayla RN. Diagnosed. Undiagnosed, but I have theories.
That's our new title.
Yes. More likely to have internalizing disorders, anxiety and depression. Listening difficulties.
Huh? Okay.
Hyperactivity. Impulsivity. Fidgety and restlessness as she's fidgeting with her water bottle. I can see it out of the corner of my eye.
I always fidget.
Often completes other people's sentences. Difficulty waiting turns. Often on the go and has difficulty resting. I will say that about you because you are like me, like plan to be busy,
Yeah.
but it's one of the ways that we compensate for ADHD.
No, it's because I have 4 businesses to run. I legit have things to do.
I know, but
But if there's
that's why you're always on the go.
right, but
Like
that's
there's
not,
always
like,
something
that I'm making up that needs to be done.
Well, you put yourself in that position of becoming a successful business owner. Like, you did that to yourself.
And we're all going to Italy, so you're welcome.
Well, I mean, I'm not complaining about that. I'm very proud of you about that. But also, I mean, that was why I was always like, work, fire departments, going hiking in Pennsylvania.
Oh yeah, no. If
Let's
there's
do
like
things,
nothing
like-
to do, I'll sit on the couch all day long. Just me and the peppers and snacks. But
Snack should be like a person's nickname. It's gonna be your.
I have so many comments, but I'm gonna keep those to myself.
Me and the puppers and snacks. More likely to have coexisting internalizing disorders like ODD and CD. What's CD? Look up CD.
It's gonna come up as a compact disc.
I know, right? That's all I can think about. Often talks excessively. Processing speed
Conduct
impaired.
disorder.
Okay. Aggressive. Well,
Okay,
you're not
I'm not aggressive, deceitful, or rule breaking.
No, you don't have any of that.
Nope. Okay.
All right. ADHD combined. Sleep issues. Check. So what's my hair doing this week? Oh, we're backwards. There we go.
So I keep messing with my like, nope, not that side, the other side.
Sensory processing differences. Self-esteem impacted. Executive functioning impacted. High rate of co-occurring mood disorders.
It's called PMS. Don't all women have that?
You know, I still find it really weird that like people don't have an internal monologue.
Right?
Mine never shuts up, but apparently people don't have one. I find that really weird. I know that was like total ADHD, kind of adjacent, because it was kind of on.
We
on
got
what I
off
was
the
saying.
road, but we're on the same track. We're on the
We're parallel.
We're on the
We're on the sidewalk
next to
on the
it.
side. All right. The DSM-5 defines ADHD as a neurodevelopmental disorder characterized by persistent patterns of inattention and or hyperactivity impulsivity that interfere with functioning. But I have masked myself wonderfully to...
But I'm not impulsive. If it is not
Yeah,
planned,
but I won't say that I'm impulsive either.
that's fair.
I mean, I'm a very planner and overthinker. And then overthinker of that. And now I'm going to overthink my overthinking.
Oh no, it's
And then
not
go
me.
plan it to counteract my overthinking.
I literally, if it's in my planner,
And if it's not in your planner,
then
you're going to forget about it.
then I move on to the next task in my
And you're going
life.
to forget about it. Diagnosis requires meeting specific symptom criteria.
See,
6 for children, 5 for adults. You were on the border of that.
I was at 4.
Yeah. So that's why it's likely. You weren't at 0.
Nobody's ever at 0
I mean, maybe. You don't know. Somebody could have put in rarely for all of those things.
because they are in denial. They're delulu.
They're Delulu. Where's the Delulu flag?
That one.
They're Delulu.
They're delulu. I
Um,
100% almost put the microphone on my mouth thinking it was my straw.
There you go, putting things in your mouth again. Man, that would have been great if you had actually like spit that all over the place.
Well, apparently I'm a spitter.
Oh,
Yes.
don't you know that good girls swallow, not spit? And on that note, you should rule out other conditions.
Never mind.
Gonna rule out other psychiatric disorders and substance abuse.
What's substance abuse?
I don't know, but
I don't have that issue.
there was a lot of tequila a few nights ago.
That's not a substance abuse. That was a one-time social
It
activity.
was, and you can't go to tacos and tequila and not have
Not have
one of the main
To be
ingredients.
fair, they gave us a lot of freaking tequila for a ticket.
And we got a lot of free tequila too.
That's why I'm saying we did.
Yeah,
Oh my god, we did.
kind of benefits being there early.
Right? We should do that again. Because then that gave me time to sober up by the time it was over.
God, one of us did. Confirm symptoms.
Uh-huh.
Establish cross-setting occurrence. Does it happen in more than 2 different places, such as home, school, or work? Just basically my whole life.
No, mine's mostly at home. Because I would rather clean than do work.
Yeah, but you work from home.
That's why I can't do my work at home. Like I have to leave.
Yeah,
Like today
me
I
too.
recorded a lot of content stuff here. I mean I did some of it at home too, but while I was
Did
here.
you record content stuff in the spaceship?
No, but I should.
Yeah.
I should.
Can we record content stuff in the spaceship?
We could do another episode in the spaceship.
Yes.
Okay. She loves
We're
that spaceship.
going in the spaceship, guys.
Going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship.
And if that wasn't a... all right.
But it wasn't a squirrel moment because we were talking about spaceships and it made me think of Little Einstein.
Valid. We were...
So I was on the sidewalk next to the road.
Again, we're back on the sidewalk. We need to stay on the road. All right, so I guess we've decided that you're only kind of ADHD,
See?
whereas I am very ADHD.
See? I don't need Adderall. But thanks, Doc.
I think sometimes, though, our ADHDs are
In line with each other.
in line with each other and best friends and
It's fair.
making each other's ADHD worse.
I mean,
Now I feel like we should go through the OCD list.
there's an OCD list?
Yes, OCD.
No, I already know by a clinical definition of obsessive compulsive disorder, we do not have that.
Also, you know, what they found is a lot of people who are diagnosed in our age were misdiagnosed with ADHD when they were actually autistic.
I have no comment. I have so many comments,
Because
but
they align on a lot of the things so well that it's possible that they were misdiagnosed. See, it's in the bubble. It's got bubbles.
because it's a whole spectrum.
I know.
That's just they just clump everything into it.
Oh, it's a neuroprocessing spectrum. It's really pretty. Tell me that's not. It's a very pretty little.
And she's claiming I am ADHD.
Well, we already knew I was. That's not.
I'm like, oh.
Shocking at all. Anybody who knows me would know I'm ADHD. Very quickly.
I was so nice yesterday, and I brought her dinner.
She did. It was the
And
only
what is
time
the
I got
first
to
question she asks everybody as they're coming in? Because it's like right at shift change. Is Steph ADHD?
eat. Well, yeah, because I knew we were recording this episode today. And what did everybody say?
You asked all the ADHDers.
Yes. Because who's better to know if you were ADHD than people who have ADHD?
Who are never medicated.
Yes. Because we have gotten so used to being ADHD that medication makes us sleepy.
Is that why y'all work in the ER?
Yes. I bet you there's studies that that how many ADHDers, where the most common profession for ADHDers is
I know.
nursing.
The wannabe primary care says that about me.
I am telling you.
It's like, oh, damn it.
What is the most common profession for
I'm gonna laugh. It says business owner.
ADHD? For people with ADHD.
What is it? There's no single most common.
Hold on, but then it says, but many thrive in careers that offer flexibility, stimulation, and creativity. Not that type of stimulation.
Okay.
Such as
Oh, God.
number one listed on here. What's that say? What's that word say? What's the number one listed on there? Right there. Go ahead. Go ahead, say it.
Emergency work.
Nope, that was number two. Number 2 says emergency responders. Number 3 is healthcare workers.
I'm
Number
screwed.
1, entrepreneurs.
Well, I'm screwed. I'm all of the
So,
above.
You have all of the above, and I only have 2 of the, and then artists and sales representatives.
Oh, shit.
So
I've got
you've
all of
got, at very minimum 4. No, because photography. You got all 5 of the common jobs. And why are those common for them? Because of the fast-paced environment. Provides the dopamine release the ADHD brain craves. Examples:
I'm feeling very attacked.
emergency room, firefighter. This is why they're red flags for us and we enjoy them, because
They're on the same wavelength.
they're on the same wavelength of us. Creative and that is a really hard word to say.
Entrepreneurial?
Yeah, I don't like saying that one. You're gonna have
Okay.
to say it every time it comes up.
God. Okay.
It's too long. It's too
Entrepreneurial.
yeah. Okay. Because it allows for freedom and creativity.
The freedom part.
Leveraging strengths and innovation in problem solving.
So what you're saying
Hands-
is I'm smart. SMRT smart.
SMRT. Yes.
You've never heard
SMRT.
of SMRT smart.
Yes, you said it too fast and I had to process in my brain.
Oh, okay.
Jobs that involve, because I was already reading the next line.
I was slow. I was a little slower.
Hands-on dynamic roles. Jobs that involve movement and varied tasks are more stimulating than sedentary work. That's why I can't do desk jobs. Tradesperson. Flexible schedules like freelance work, small business ownership, many roles in sales or technology.
I'm just going to go back to my water bottle.
Examples of specific professions often cited: emergency responders, healthcare professionals,
Yep, nailed it. Nailed it.
sales representatives,
Ouch.
entrepreneurs, and business owners.
I'm feeling very victimized here.
Um,
I'm feeling attacked in all
Say,
directions.
do you want to talk about how I started this podcast with a you are ADHD and we just have masks to make us function better, to hide the ADHD or to be able to function with the
There's
ADHD?
the embarrassed puppy.
Hold on. He's right here.
Where's my puppy?
Coincidentally, he was right below the martini glass. Yes. So back to I would say we can. Where's the?
I have questions. I'm a red
No.
flag. You are the asshole.
Sure, Steph is thinking that right now.
No, I had a feeling it would be all of those anyway. I just didn't think I'd hit every single one of them.
Every single one of them.
Damn.
But that's why I'm telling you. This is why I can't be on medicine. because it just makes me too sleepy. Because I have built my life. Why is this really bothering me? I have built my life
Your
to
ADHD.
be able to, or the OCD, I'm not sure, to function with, because I wasn't on medication for so long because it just made me sleepy. And my life is just built to be able to function now without it.
Yeah. My brother was diagnosed with ADHD when he was...
And it runs in families.
Yeah, I'm aware. He was probably like 8, 9 years old, and he couldn't function on the meds. My mom
Yeah.
finally got to the point where she's like, no. So we talked to like a bunch of like...
Which apparently is like actually a sign that you do have legit ADHDs.
Yeah.
You can't function on the meds for
He couldn't-
ADHD.
He would fall asleep. Yeah.
Yes, see?
They changed
Your
the
brother and
doses
I are like
everything.
the same person.
I mean, you guys are very similar, I'm not going to lie.
It's
But
ADHD.
he's learned, like, he has to have a certain structure in his life to function that way.
Yes, because that's
And
how
he-
it works.
Yeah, he does very well with it.
See?
So I'm just like, you know what? Go
That's
get him, kid. Kid.
how
He's
we
only
do.
5 years younger than me, and I keep calling him kid.
As a person who
He's distracted by props.
is very well, you did put them right in front of me.
I just put stuff on the table so we could put it out.
You should have known
You
better.
had one job, and that's your job is normally to disperse the props.
My job was to show up today.
You did a very good job,
And I brought the ADHD test.
which apparently I may or may not be. So
You
still
are likely. It
inconclusive.
said
It's
likely.
Still inconclusive.
It said likely.
That is not a definite yes.
You are likely.
Still inconclusive.
Likely, yes.
Still
Yes.
inconclusive.
Likely, yes.
As I'm checking all my emails that are
Uh-huh.
coming through.
Right?
Look at this. Look at this. Look. Granted. Look.
God.
Look.
No, I couldn't do it. I'm really stressing about the 2 that I have on mine right now. Literally. A
I
message
will-
from Jason and a message from Tarsha.
I
One
will-
on Instagram, one on TikTok. And it's stressing me out that they're sitting
No.
there.
That's,
I also have 4 emails in my inbox.
2 phones. 2 phones.
Drug dealer.
That's what they call it. That's what Brian says. My other one. He goes, "It's your backup. It's your burner phone. Your drug dealer phone."
I was like, either drug dealer or your side piece phone. Do you have a side piece? Are you cheating on me with
you
another,
have access to
with
all
another
of my phones.
podcaster?
Okay, she has the passwords to
I
all
do.
of my phones. Okay,
Yep.
she has access literally to all of my social media accounts.
Yep.
She has full on access to everything, and she thinks I'm cheating on her.
I don't know what you're
I
hiding.
don't have time to.
I was like, I don't know what you're hiding. I don't have access to your phones at all moments.
I mean, that's fair.
I just have access. Although it is really funny when I be like, ooh, I have a Facebook notification. And I go and I look and it's like, so-and-so has sent Stephanie a message on Instagram. And I'm like, all right.
Now try having
Not for
6
me.
of those accounts. I go to the point sometimes where I'll text people like I'm turning my notifications off. Sorry.
Oh, that's why I keep my phone on silent the whole time.
Yeah. No, my Instagram notifications all to get to the point where I just turn them off.
I only get messages that you're getting messages. That's all the notifications I get is Steph's getting messages from. I always know when when B's on a whole thing with you because it's like back and forth of the messages. I'm like, all right, okay.
And then she'll switch to text. I'm just like, where are we going?
I kind of figure when I have a whole bunch back and forth of like Steph B, and then it'll be like nothing. It'll be like
Silence.
what am I being left out on?
No, then it's normally us bitching about.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yep, that happens.
And it's not bitching about you.
That's all right. You can bitch about me.
Oh.
You gotta bitch about me to somebody. You can bitch about me to me.
I do.
I know. It's true.
That's why we get along so well.
Yeah. I mean, I'd rather you bitch about me to me than
Same.
I do.
I know. I appreciate you for that.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to put me in line. Jesus.
I think somebody's got to keep you.
Someone's got to call me out on my shit.
Yeah. I'm not a yes person.
If I'm the problem, you might be the reason. This song always comes off.
Always at the best times. Yeah. Pretty sure between the two of us, we're the problem for somebody, something, somewhere.
You know.
The reason for the problem
No, the reason for the problem is
is gone. Has moved on and is living a different life that may or may not come tumbling down on said person eventually
you know.
when somebody goes investigating some colored card situations. I'm trying to be extra vague without being.
Oh my God, I can't.
And on that note, Steph definitely has ADHD, despite it saying likely.
It's inconclusive.
It said likely. It didn't say inconclusive. It said likely.
Inconclusive.
It said likely.
It's inconclusive. If it was like definitely ADHD, that's one thing. But it said likely. It's inconclusive.
Okay. All right, sure.
And then we'll try it again next week and then see what those answers are.
I was just saying, week by week, let's see.
How ADHD am I?
Yes.
Okay. Short
on that
episode
note.
today.
Goodbye.
Bye. Where's the finish button?